My family ambushed me at lunch and demanded I leave my husband for my ex while I'm pregnant. A few weeks ago, my mom invited me over for Sunday lunch. Something felt off the moment I walked in, because sitting at our family table was my sister, who I haven't spoken to in 6 years, and my ex-boyfriend, who I dumped 6 years ago. I immediately knew this was a setup and tried to leave, but my brother-in-law was blocking the door. He told me to sit down for my own good. That's when my sister started talking, and what came out of her mouth made my blood run cold. She said now that I'm pregnant, they've all decided I'm making a huge mistake staying with my husband. But here's the part that made me see red. They want my husband to sign over his parental rights to my ex, so my ex can raise my baby as his own. I started laughing like a maniac because the audacity was unbelievable. My sister actually had a written letter, typed and everything, about how my ex was always my soulmate and how I destroyed our family by not marrying him when he proposed years ago. Before I could even respond, my brother burst through the door, absolutely furious. He grabbed my stuff and told them he was disgusted by their actions. "This is sick," he kept saying as he pulled me toward the exit. We sat in his car while I sobbed, waiting for my dad and husband to arrive. When they got there, my dad took one look at the situation through the window and immediately chose my side. My husband was shaking with rage, but stayed calm for my sake. I sent everyone except my brother and dad an email with my lawyer's contact information, stating that if they ever contact me again, I'm calling the police. The subject line read, "Final warning." Here's where it gets wild. My mom actually responded by threatening to get custody of my unborn child and sue for grandparents' rights. She claimed my husband was mentally unstable and unfit to parent. My dad was so horrified by her behavior that he moved out that same week and filed for divorce. My sister and mom escalated their harassment campaign. They started showing up at my house unannounced, calling my work, and even contacted my husband's employer with false accusations. The stress was causing me so much anxiety that it began affecting my pregnancy. My doctor said the constant harassment could actually hurt the baby's development. That's when my dad completely cut ties with them. "I won't let them endanger my grandchild," he told me. The final straw came when my ex started telling people around town that the baby was actually his because we were having a secret affair. Nobody with half a brain believed him, but word eventually got back to his employer. Here's the kicker. My ex worked in social services with access to vulnerable women and confidential information. His employer immediately launched an investigation into his stalking behavior and personal conduct. Within 2 weeks, he was terminated for violating professional ethics codes. Now he can't find work in his field because background checks reveal the circumstances of his firing. His reputation in our small town is completely destroyed. People cross the street to avoid him. Meanwhile, my mom lost the house in the divorce settlement. My dad kept most of their assets because he could prove her harassment was affecting a pregnant family member. My sister lost her free childcare and financial support when dad cut her off completely. The best part? I'm now living peacefully in a beautiful new home with my dad, husband, and our healthy baby girl. My dad has become the most amazing grandfather, and my brother's kids adore their new cousin. My in-laws stepped up too. My mother-in-law told me, "We always knew you were the daughter we never had, but now it's official." Sometimes the best family is the one that chooses you over blood. And sometimes the people who try to destroy your happiness end up destroying themselves instead.